You know, these images are truly heartbreaking. The images that you see of the aircraft that crashed and the destruction that's also been caused on ground. We're told there were injuries and severe injuries even on ground at the students' hostel, is the information that's coming in. And imagine this is a Boeing 787-8, considered amongst the safest aircraft in the world. But what led to both engines collapsing and almost simultaneously moments after takeoff? Joining me on this special broadcast are Group Captain MJ Augustine Vinod. He's a former fighter pilot, and Captain Saurabh Bhatnagar is a former senior commander of the Airbus. Both have flown extensively, but I first want to cut across. Joining me from London Gatwick is my colleague Lavina Tandon. Lavina, families, friends, relatives, they must be rushing to Gatwick. What can you tell us? What's happening in England?
Indeed, Gaurav, I'm outside the international arrivals of Gatwick, which is the south side of Gatwick, where the flight was to arrive in a few hours from now, so which is at 6:25 p.m. in the evening. So not many relatives are here, but I have been in touch with other people. They are frantically wanting to find out where and how they can reach out for information about these relatives. After having contacted the Gatwick airport, they have said that they are in the process of setting up a team or to give out information with Air India. It is being set up. I have gone to the information centers and various other places, and it is not, the information is not yet available, but that it is in the process of being set up in tandem with Air India. So here, the flight was to arrive in a few hours. The relatives are very panicked. They haven't arrived at the airport, but they are trying to figure out what can we do. And at the moment, the information is yet to be given out at the airport, as Gatwick is trying to set up an information desk with Air India.
So no relatives as yet at the airport, but we heard a reaction from Keir Starmer, the British Prime Minister. He's been briefed about it. More information is being sought. What kind of assistance or help is Air India in a position to provide in the United Kingdom? What kind of information can or is Air India providing either at Gatwick or at Luton or elsewhere across England?
Yes, Gaurav, there is no particular desk for Air India here. And it is, as we said, that Gatwick Airport is in the process of setting up a desk with Air India. So there is no information center or information being given out at the information center, which is present at Gatwick Airport. There is a regional office of Air India here in London. They are also coming in terms with this whole incident, are in the process of setting up. They haven't asked that question, and they haven't yet told us where relatives who are based in the UK can reach out for more information. So it's all in the process, and there is no particular official center which has yet been set up either at the airport, or we don't have any information that Air India has given us. We've asked that question. Gaurav.
Stay with me for a moment. Group Captain Vinod, your appreciation of this situation, looking at those images, information that's come in so far. There's a lot of chatter, Captain Bhatnagar, also on the pilots forum. So I'll come to you for in a moment on the pilots forum. But Group Captain Vinod, your appreciation, sir.
Got a very sad time to be with you on this particular news. And this probably is the first 787 crash ever in the history of 787. I remember, I think we were talking about it a while ago. In 2023, there was a incident involving 787 where a lot of people got injured. I think it was a LATAM Airlines from Chile, if I recall it correctly, when 50 people got injured. And the second incident was when the entire fleet was grounded due to electrical issues. Other than these two, I don't recall any time when 787 Dreamliner had any issue at all. Point number one. Point number two, quickly, I'll cover for the want of time. As we see on the visuals, the aeroplane sinking back into the ground. And if you
Yes.
listen to the engine noise, there is no dying down of engine noise. So from the time the video has been taken to the time the impact has happened, at least one engine has been functioning correctly. I would stick my neck out and say both engines could be functioning correctly, because if you have a single engine failure, you would either see a puff of smoke or a yaw that is happening and another wing maybe going down. But that is again what we can see from visually from the in the visuals that we can see. Another issue, Gaurav, is uh, when you have a positive climb, when somebody is climbing positively upwards, the first thing that goes up is the gear.
Yes.
The gear hasn't gone up, but I am not able to see the flaps. So the flaps probably has gone up. What could be the reason? It only the flight data recorder can tell you. The other person who can tell you is probably God. Nobody else can tell you why the flaps have gone up. Now flaps are lowered so that aeroplane can take off. You've flown
At a
enough
fast, yeah.
so that the aeroplane can take off at much slower speed. And when you take up flaps in stages, as we keep climbing, maybe
Yes.
400,000 feet up in the air, you would take the flaps up. In this case, I don't see the flaps down. Maybe I'm wrong. So aeroplane has sank back into the ground. Two reasons to sink back: loss of thrust, loss of lift. Loss of thrust in the engine sound is not the case. Loss of lift, most probably. Why the flap went up is a very big question, $1 million question.
And why loss
I,
of lift? But stay with me, and we'll bring Captain Bhatnagar also into this conversation. Before that, we'll